talk. I want to ask the audience something. So hearing the trends of the future, learning about the things you've been learning out in the past 2 days, may I ask you, how many of you are terrified of the future ahead? Are you quite scared of the future ahead? Okay, are you optimistic? How many of you are optimistic? Okay, that's a good sign actually. Even hearing about all of these security problems, what I'm seeing is that more of you are optimistic about the future. And I want to share with you something that makes me feel very optimistic about the future. I think it is events like this. I think it is the interdisciplinary nature of the research being conducted at Tel Aviv University, but also at other universities around Israel and around the world that is helping move forward the reasons for techno-optimism, if I may say so myself. And I also want to remind you that after this session, we have a fantastic session lined up as well with Bruce Schneier, internationally recognized cybersecurity expert. We will also hear from Nadav Zafrir, the former director and commander of 8200 unit. We will have a session dedicated only to brain-machine interface and brain hacking, and that should be fantastic as well. And now, without further ado, I'd like to invite our next speaker, and I want to tell you a little bit about our next speaker. Our next speaker is actually a distinguished analyst and a vice president with Gartner Research. Her name is Mrs. Aviva Litan, and she is a vice president and distinguished analyst at Gartner Research. Her areas of expertise include big data analytics for cybersecurity and fraud detection, prevention applications, authentication, identity theft, insider threat. Looks like she's an expert on all of these threats. She also covers PCI compliance and security aspects of payment systems. Prior to joining Gartner, Aviva Litan worked as the director of financial systems for the World Bank. She was also a journalist and a columnist for the Washington Times. And as we get ready to host Aviva on stage, I want to remind everyone that usually the companies and technologies that the Gartner analysts talk about here on this stage end up as the headlines for the next cybersecurity big exit, the big investment stage. So these are the trends, these are the technology trends that are going to influence the security industry. And what Gartner does with their research is really identify the path for those technologies and how they're going to change everything we're going to do in the next few years. Please give a warm welcome to Ms. Aviva Litan.